Hello, Luca. Не.
Hey guys, so we'll take like 5 to 10 minutes. We can chat, have a little bit of an intro, and then while everyone is joining, and then we'll start. So if you guys have any questions or you want to talk, you can, you can join the stream. Where are you guys from?
Дамир Ярданов.
Have people from everywhere around joining today.
Luca, Marcel, where from, guys?
Barcelona. Is that how you say it? Barcelona? Yeah, we'll take like 5 to 10 minutes, guys, while everyone is joining, and then we'll start and we'll talk about probably the number one skill that's available today within the whole sector of AI, which is being an AI integrator. AI integrator is someone who is so if ML like a AI developer is someone who creates these solutions, AI integrator is someone who commercializes them and who integrates these solutions into actual useful tools like applications, like smart systems, smart voice systems, like smart TVs, smart cars, smart home, like all of these awesome things. You can integrate AI models into a hardware, into a software, and the process of integrating different language models is pretty much the same, which is the great thing. And then there's also like over 200,000 open source language models at this point. Not all of them are very useful, but like at least 10% of them, so like 20 to 30 to 40,000 tools that work really well, that are able to already deliver some great results. So anywhere from computer vision, so like knowing what's happening on the video, understanding objects, where are they moving, how are they moving, and then anything with voice, anything with chat, talking, asking questions, pretty much all of the actions that require a human level intelligence, they're able to be replaced by a language model. It's a little bit scary how fast this technology grows and how good it is, because it learns on itself. But yeah, a lot of people, a lot of jobs will be taken away pretty much by this technology. But then there's also a lot of new jobs that will appear, like being an AI integrator and ML developer or ML ops developer. All of these great positions are opening up in different companies. Everyone is looking for integrating a solution all around the world. Like, it doesn't matter what country you're from, doesn't matter what part of the world you're from. Everyone looks to optimize their processes. Everyone wants to have everything more efficient. And then like these AI language models, they never sleep. They don't need lunch breaks. They don't need to, they don't get sick. Like these things work 24/7. That's why it's only logical that this will be the next stage of the internet, and being on the side of having all these opportunities it's also great for this skill that we'll be talking about today. Barcelona.
You make a good job, you can relax. What does it mean?
14 people so far, and we'll have still more joining. Yeah, we're waiting for everyone to join, guys. And if you have questions for now, you can ask them. If you want to chat or talk, where are you guys from? We have someone from Spain. Where else? Germany, yeah. Nice to meet you guys. Cyprus, land of golden passports. Nice. What do you guys like? That's a question that our team internally have been asking. What's your go-to chat application on your phone? Like, is it WhatsApp, or do you guys use like SMS messaging usually, or like what's the best way to like to remind you guys, because we have a lot of registrants and not everyone uses WhatsApp for some reason, like Telegram maybe, WhatsApp. Yeah, we use WhatsApp also. So we'll have a senior ML developer joining us today, and like he's going to be able to like show you exactly what is it like to be an AI integrator. It does require programming skill, but you can learn this from zero, from scratch. And the only part of programming that's required is the part for finding and understanding how these language models work, how to train them properly towards your specific business goals within any organization, within any industry, and training, and then deploying it towards an actual application, an actual solution that has like users, that has 10,000, 100,000, 1 million users, so that everyone can start already use these solutions. And there are already like lots of really cool cases, and we're gonna go through all of this. Yeah, maybe one day we'll even have like an AI language model to do this kind of workshops for us also. That would be awesome. For now, it requires humans. Yeah, this technology is crazy. And we've already integrated, we've created a lot of really cool solutions ourselves, and we'll show the exact solutions that we've built and the ones that we're building also. Yeah, we'll take 5 more minutes, guys, and then we'll start. So for those who just joined, we're going to be talking about being an AI integrator, which is probably the #1 skill that exists today within the whole sector of AI. So if an AI developer and ML engineer is someone who creates solutions from zero, AI integrator is someone who takes the created solutions and turns them into actual applicable, useful tools within any organization, within any company, within any business, even like on a government level. Within many countries, AI is able to like bring a lot of great solutions. We're based in Astana, and we'll also have a company in Abu Dhabi. So like we move around sometimes, yeah. Trying to stay international. Like here we have like everyone from everywhere. So Spain, Germany. I think we have people from MENA region. We also have mostly Europe today. Yeah. So Ireland, nice. Yeah, this solution is international, and like the language barriers are becoming very thin, because these models are able to translate anything, to make everything like available on any other language. So you create a solution for one market, and this solution can be translated towards like every other language within a short amount of time, because there are so many data sets with different languages. voice sets, text sets. Like there's a lot of great tools, and we're gonna take a look at those. Yeah. So we're gonna be starting soon. So this is a skill that we teach, guys, and there's a 6 months program that that we have. And within this program, we'll be integrating actual AI models and building like real useful applications within the program. So, and building these things, it doesn't take a lot of time actually, which is crazy because you can create such a cool solution, such a good solution, where like most of the job is being done by the AI language model. And creating your own language model, it's way too expensive. Like it's costing tens of millions of dollars for big companies. And if you're trying to create your own language model, you're going to compete with the big guys. And there's a huge race going on between like Google's, Microsoft's, Amazon's, like all the big tech companies. They're all creating their open source, open API solutions, and they're trying to attract as many developers as possible. And that's why like everything is being open source within this exact industry. I'm watching a friend who doesn't have a background in programming and just getting started. Yeah, you can, yeah, like our program is for anyone who's starting from scratch. And also like for people who actually have background, it will be a little bit easier. But if you have zero background, it doesn't, because it's not so difficult to integrate these solutions and turn them into useful apps. It doesn't require like a super high level intelligence or like huge background experience. We'll take a few more minutes while everyone is joining and then we'll start, guys. For those who just joined us. Yeah, hey guys. So a few more minutes and then we'll start. Yeah, I think we have most of the people here already. Hey, David, where are you guys from? We have people from everywhere around. Okay, so Czechia, Sweden, Cyprus. Cyprus is in Egypt, right? Qatar, Dubai, Pakistan, Ireland, Kazakhstan. Left of Israel, underneath Turkey. All right.
So guys, what's your job right now? Kenya. Backend engineer.
Also new in Python and AI. Yeah, Python is really good. So like all of these language models, they're mostly on like Python and then different solutions on top of Python, like PyTorch. There's TensorFlow. There's like really great solutions out there. Friend is a sysadmin. Yeah, actually being a sysadmin is something very close to an AI integrator. So it has a lot of similarities, but AI integrator or being a data engineer also is a good background. We have our senior ML developer here. He also has a background in masters actually in data engineering, and also like over 5 years being an ML developer. There's actually very few people who have like lots of experience being an ML developer, because it's like for the past 6 months we had the iPhone 1 moment when ChatGPT came out. It was like a huge disruption moment within the whole space of AI. and now it's like getting faster and faster. A lot of cool things are coming out. All right, yeah, I think we have almost 40 people here. We can start. So, hey guys, my name is Adil Khan. I'm the co-founder at BU, and we're going to be talking today about being an AI integrator, which is probably the top one skill that's available within the whole sector of AI that came out for the past like 6-7 months. Actually, it's a relatively new skill, but organizations and companies, they don't have the time, the money, the experience to attract really high level senior ML developers, to spend a lot of money on software, on hardware. Like you need like really crazy amounts of money invested into like servers, into GPUs, into CPUs. And one GPU that they use, so that you have an idea, it costs like around $10,000. And they use like hundreds of those to train their models. And then they use thousands of CPUs, which are also pretty expensive. And yeah, at this point, like these companies, organizations, countries, they're not looking to spend a lot of their money and time into like research as it was like 5 years ago, 7 years ago, when there was no available solutions. At this point, there are already lots of open source solutions that have spent a lot of money on training, that have fed a lot of data into their language models, that have optimized it, like changed iterated, changed, updated versions. And yeah, so we can move. This is our team. We actually have around 15 people in our team, and we have around 250 people studying with us right now. And we have 3 main directions for that we teach: the AI integrator, and then Solidity for blockchain development, and then also being a metaverse developer also with Unreal Engine. So you can do a lot of great things with Unreal Engine at this point also. So with us on this call, we have Kwanish. He's the founder and the CEO. He's also a co-founder at Nimble, which is a Web3 social media platform. A Web3 investor, and then also is a developer. We have Mohamed Jan, our main CTO, our main sensei, which is a senior ML developer with over 5 years experience, has integrated a lot of these cool solutions into actual applicable like applications, voice systems, mobile solutions, even into hardware. He has masters in data science, and knows Python, JavaScript, and all these languages. So yeah, this is me, and we have also a senior blockchain developer within our team, a metaverse developer, an NFT expert with really good expertise in token economics. Yeah, Arman, Abish, operations directors, and CBDO, and we also have our manager who has written on WhatsApp. So yeah, Python it's pretty simple. It's like probably the best language to actually start your journey into IT. And right now, there's been division between like the people who have skills that are needed for this organization and people who don't have skills. And right now is probably the best time to acquire a skill that will be needed, that will be in such a high demand within the close future, and it's already at a very high demand. So we can, yeah. So we're backed by Astana Hub, which is the largest tech hub in Central Asia. Yeah, we have our like 2 offices here. We also have an office in Abu Dhabi, which is our second location that will move back and forth. So yeah. You can see the amount of ML developers within these large, like huge tech companies like Apple, Meta, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and these numbers are growing every day. A lot of money is being invested into this space. A lot of amazing tools that are coming out, starting from computer vision towards NLP, and even there's even technology that understands brainwaves. That can turn your brain waves into actual images. So in the within the very close future, we'll be able to record our dreams. We'll be able to save our memories. Like this technology is pretty scary, and a lot of people are going to be left without jobs. But then also like a lot of new jobs are going to appear, a lot of new positions are going to be there. And someone who can automate processes by using AI language models, that's what we're going to be learning. That's what we're going to be learning, and that's what we're going to be talking for today. So like the industries, this technology, like it's a really good solution within a huge amount of different industries. So anything that requires human level of intelligence to do specific tasks, it can be replaced one way or another by an AI language model. And all of these companies, they don't have the expertise, they don't have the time, they don't have the access to really high level talent to create their own language models. So as we said, they will be using ready open source solutions, open source data sets, open API projects, and they will integrate this into their solutions. Yeah, we'll share by the end of this live call, we'll have a closed WhatsApp chat, guys, and we'll share like recordings, the PDF of the presentation, and there will be lots of cool, useful information there also. So there was 150, like everyone knows that there's so much money that's being invested into this space in technology. And right now it's probably the highest priority space within the whole IT. So $150 billion invested in 2022. So this is prior to the GPT moment. So after the GPT moment, there's this number probably at least doubled. We don't have the exact numbers for 2023 yet, but yeah, this number at least doubled. And a lot of these funds, they go towards developers, and these developers will create really cool, amazing technologies, amazing solutions, and these solutions and technologies will be available for integrating into different apps. Yeah, so there's a lot of really cool, useful solutions, and yeah, you can see we have Runway, Shazam is pretty cool. NVIDIA has like over 40 open source solutions. Yeah, Midjourney is probably the best at like computer vision and text to image solutions. OpenAI, we have OpenAI has like a very open API that anyone can integrate and use the power of ChatGPT and train it towards like pretty much anything. Yeah, we have Jarvis, which is a very cool technology. It's similar to AutoGPT. These solutions are not only for talking to them, so like chatting, like ChatGPT. This is more for like actual automation of tasks. So you can tell these solutions, you can tell these language models to complete certain tasks. You can teach them how to use like different software, different databases, and they will be able to get better from like every time by actually completing your tasks. So yeah, I can grab the demo from here. Yeah, so ChatGPT went like went to 1 million users within like 1 week, which is the record amount of time within like the whole space of IT. And solutions that are being created on top of ChatGPT, even they are like getting to 1 million users within weeks. So we'll show a few examples here also. So yeah, I'll grab the screen from here. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, so let's take a look into like actual solutions that anyone can access that are open source. So we have Hugging Face, which is probably the biggest open source library with like different language models. And currently we have 212,514 open source language models. Like I said, not every single one of these are like really great and works perfectly, but there's like at least 10% that get the job done, and like 3 to 5% that get the job done really well. So if you know how to understand these language models, how to see, how to test them, how to train them, this is the place for you, because like there's so many great solutions. So anything like text to image, text to video, image to text, text to text, like computer vision, NLP, like all of these solutions are available here, and anyone is able to just download this code and then privately pull it up on your own server and then have all the data kept on your closed server pretty much. So, and there's also like a data set. So a data set is something that that is used to train these language models. So you have almost 37,000 data sets here. For example, the IMDb data set, it has everything there is to know about different movies, the actors starred in these movies, the ratings of these movies, the genres, like everything, all the information that IMDb has been scalped and kept within this one language model. So within this one data set. So you can take a language model and then train this language model with the IMDb data set, and you can create, for example, a search engine for choosing like what movie should I watch next, right? So it knows the movies that you liked, it knows the movies that you didn't like, it knows the movies that you watched before. So this way it can learn and keep giving you better and better advice every time. So that's just an idea out of top of mind. We have open source at NVIDIA. So there's like over 40 really cool solutions here. So one of these solutions is, for example, a voice recording solution that ignores all of the noise around. So let's say I'm sitting here and I have a lot of noise. It will be able to only record my voice and clean everything out within a live stream. So it doesn't have to be like pre-recorded. You can turn this solution on and it will do the cleaning of the voice live pretty much. So it's a very cool solution. And then there's also one, for example, where if I look away from the camera, it will make my eyes look into the camera pretty much. So that one is also pretty trippy and it works really well. So these solutions are available for anyone. They're open source. Anyone can download them. You don't have to pay anything for them. You can use them in your commercial projects. You can generate revenue with these solutions, and no one's going to tell you anything because it's fully open source. So there are really cool solutions like DID, for example, for creating your talking faces. So these are not actual people. And then you can generate your own presenter and then make them talk in different languages. So there's a lot of languages already available here. And then you can create your, for example, you can integrate this thing into a website where there's a talking face that's suggesting you like how to navigate this website, for example. Yeah, so Palm API, right now it's probably the best AI solution for anything coding. So if you're looking to build any tool that makes the life of a coder easier, so this will be the go-to API. Palm from Google. This was announced like a week ago, a little bit over a week. So it's a very, very cool solution. And we'll share all of these links also, guys. So, and as you can see, AI model training costs are expected to rise from 100 million to 500 million by 2030. And very few companies can afford to spend this amount of money to just train your AI model. So other than training, you have to know really high level math. You have to understand algorithms. And the way these language models work, it replicates the way that our human brain works. So there's neurons within the model, and then the neurons are firing, and the ML developer is it's a person that has to create these complex systems. So yeah, this is getting more and more difficult, and the learning curve is getting higher and higher. And instead of being behind the train and trying to become an ML developer from scratch, it's much better to learn all of the needed, all of the necessary parts to be an AI integrator. So it still requires coding, but way less complex level of coding pretty much. And then the results that you're able to get, they're very similar or even better than of those who are creating their own language models. So you have AutoGPT. This is one of the interfaces created by using AutoGPT. So a very cool solution where you can tell it to do certain tasks. It can plan these tasks. It can complete these tasks, everything by itself. And if you train them to properly complete these tasks, then it gets even better. So of course we have OpenAI API, so ChatGPT. and then DALI, like all of the great solutions that they're creating. This is the go-to solution for if you're looking to create something that works really well and you're ready to pay for every time that someone uses your solution. Then this is a good way to go. And it's not that expensive. If you look at their documentation, it's around like 70 to 100 prompts would cost you like 10 cents. So it's not that expensive, and it works really well. So some of the examples of actual solutions that are being built that are getting users is, for example, the Opus Pro. Maybe like lots of you guys have seen it. This solution has been very viral within like social media. So let's take a look.
Clips with one click.
So you drop your YouTube link, like for example, a long video, a horizontal long video, and then with one click, you're able to get like 10, 15, 20, 30 clips within this language model. And you can see this thing is powered by OpenAI. So they didn't have to create their own language model to make this platform work. They actually focused on the solution. They focused on the clips making, on the auto cropping, adding subtitles. That's what they focused on, and everything else, all the hard work was done by the OpenAI API. So, yeah.
Drop a YouTube link and you'll get clips.
So this is something that AI integrators will be actually doing by hand. So from zero to like from scratch, you're able to create a solution like this if you know the skill of being an AI integrator. Something that turns a long video into like tens, like 20s like of clips. How ready are people to pay for these things? They're very ready. Like everyone. If this is a really good working solution, like it's so easy to pay for AI solutions, and this is what we're going to be building within our program. So yeah, I think on that note, oh no, actually there's one more really cool thing that I wanted to show. This is mind blowing actually.
To make a completely hands-free game controller. I've done similar projects like this in the past and completed Elden Ring.
So this is not like a huge company, a big organization, like a startup that has like raised like a huge amount of money. This is just like a girl that knows programming, that knows Python, that knows how to integrate different solutions. And she has created a way to play Xbox without using the controller at all. So like she has this device on her head, and she's able to use this device to completely control the game.
Using mind control. But even then, we were still using the Xbox controller for movement. So using this EEG, the Emotive API.
So yeah, you can see this. This is the solution that she's using, Emotive API. So you're able to train different actions with your brain. So you're thinking a certain action, and then you just keep pressing on the train and do it like few hundred times. And then after a few hundred times, this API knows exactly what you're thinking by reading the pattern on your brain. So that's a very cool solution.
We managed to create this. It turns the movement of my head into a virtual joystick using gyro controls. I literally become the joystick. Then it picks up.
So yeah, like I said, this is not like a very huge company that's doing this, and this is a really cool solution. And this is the type of solutions that an AI integrator is able to create. So she plays Elden Ring, which is like a very complex game, fully without a joystick by the end of this video, which is really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities within this space, guys. And on this note, I'd like to invite our main sensei, our senior ML developer, the teacher of the course that we have that teaches people from zero to become a commercial AI integrator that knows all of these solutions that are coming out, always knows all the trends, all of the updates. And yeah, Mohammed-Jan.
Thank you, Adnan. Hello, everyone. So I will talk about today. We will define some concepts and like terms in AI field. Then we'll talk about the application of AI in a bit more detail. We'll see how it's applied in different fields and stuff. We'll look through some interesting like new tools and researchers in this field. And at the end, we'll show you some of our demo projects and we'll talk about our course like structure and what you will learn in more details. So a lot of people like confuses an AI term with a machine learning, with deep learning and stuff. So I just want to first like define each of them separately. So let's start with an AI. AI refers to the ability of machines to, or computers like systems to perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence to complete. So for example, these tasks include like image recognition, text recognition, voice recognition and stuff. And also AI field covers a robotics side. So like building human-like robots, robot hands, the Boston Dynamic robots and all of this is also an AI field. While the machine learning is a type of, is one method of, I mean, the most like popular method of an AI, which involves training algorithms on data and to make predictions or decisions, while a deep learning uses artificial neural networks to stimulate the structure and function of the human brain. So here I have also like have to define what machine learning model means. So in simple terms, model can be explained and can be seen as some complex and big mathematical equation where we have like input data and the output data, and the training the model like involves repeatedly inputting the input data into the equation, and eventually like the quality of the output data, and then adjusting the equation, meaning the model, to make it better and more efficient. So there are three types of machine learning methods. The one is a supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and the last one is a reinforcement learning. The main like difference between is the task for each of them is used, and the data that we have. So for example, in a supervised learning method is an ML method in which models are trained based on labeled data. So where each data example contains input data and the corresponding output results. So for example, if we want to create a model that can predict and determine whether a bank transaction is a fraud or not, we can train the model based on labeled data, meaning that we will have a data set of bank transactions, which are each of them will be labeled as fraudulent or not, and then we can like based on that train a supervised learning model to predict like whether a new transaction is a fraudulent or not. The second, like the opposing method, is unsupervised learning. In this case, we're working with unlabeled data. So so we don't have any like clear labels or classes or output like data in our data set. And that in this case, the main task is to kind of find the patterns, find the groups, and cluster our data. One of the examples of such like tasks and data sets could be the data about customers of some e-commerce website or anywhere. So if we have a task to kind of cluster these customers, we can use unsupervised clustering models to kind of separate each groups, to find the groups in our customers, and then like apply some marketing strategies based on that and stuff. And the last one, but not the least, like one of the most important methods is the reinforcement learning method. Is a method where the model is trained based on experience and reinforcement. So in this case, the model must make decisions based on the environment and receive a reward or penalty for each decision made. So for example, one of the main examples of such models is the autopilots in the cars. So we have an environment which is received from the cameras and sensors and stuff, and the autopilot algorithm learns to perform and make decisions in this environment to maximize its reward. And second very interesting example of this is something more complex, like more complex algorithm called deep reinforcement learning. So here, like robots are learning how to play football. So using their sensors and the camera here and stuff, they access. I mean, they get the info about the environment, and then they learn to perform in this environment to maximize their reward by hitting the ball and like running and stuff. So as I said, one of the main like concepts and terms in AI is also like a deep learning and neural networks. So deep learning is a subfield of a machine learning that involves building artificial neural networks with multiple layers, allowing them to learn and make like complex decisions. So this technology has been revolutionary in various like industries, from healthcare to finance to gaming and entertainment. So how does deep learning work? So at its core, deep learning involves training neural networks on a large amounts of data. So these neural networks are modeled after the human brain with layers of interacted neurons that process input data and produces the output data. So the more layers a neural network has, the deeper it's considered, hence the name of a deep learning. So in this case, we have a very simple example of recognizing handwritten digits using a neural network. The image is converted like using the pixels of the image. We have an array of some numbers, and then this array is passed to our neural network with multiple layers interconnected with each other. And at the end, we have a prediction of for right digit. So one of the most significant like advantages of deep learning is its ability to learn from unstructured data, so such as videos, images, text, audio, and stuff. So the progress and the development in this field kind of allowed to rise two main like tasks in AI called computer vision and natural language processing. Computer vision, as you know, like works with visual data. We have an images, videos, and we have tasks such as like object detection, image recognition, face recognition, and many others. So while the NLP field kind of works with the text data, the chatbots, the semantic analysis of some feedback and text and stuff, like analyzing some posts and blogs in social media and all of that, like working with text and audio. We have an NLP field for that. And during the course, we will have like a separate 2 sections dedicated for each of these tasks, where we'll see and learn different state-of-the-art models in this field. You will learn how to work with them, how to apply them, and all of that. So as my colleague said before, an AI has, I mean, it's used almost everywhere. So now we have even like for small and for small businesses, you can apply and use an AI, because everywhere we have a generated data. That's why like it can be used to optimize processes, to predict something, and to automate stuff, and raise the profit, and just to make your life easier. You know, the main like fields where it's used is of course in healthcare, as I said, like finance, the banking system, the manufacturing, and many more. So in the healthcare, I mean, the medical application, for instance, it can be used for diagnosing diseases, predicting patient outcomes, and personalizing treatment plans. So also AI is like transforming the way healthcare is delivered. So one of the most like promising applications of AI in healthcare is its ability to assist medical professionals in interpreting medical images, such as like X-rays, CT scans, and MRIs, and many other like generated data about the patient. We can use some special like algorithms and models for this to help like to make a decision, or to find some diseases at the very like early stages, when even like the human doctor won't be able to diagnose it. Machines can detect and find some patterns. For example, by myself, I have multiple like experiences and past projects in the application of AI in medicine. In the first one, we were building a model to predict, to find and to detect the breast cancers in the breast histology images. So we took the data set that was on an open source data set, which has like a positive and negative samples, in it, and then using a deep learning model, working on the architecture and fine tuning it, working with data, we were able to train and implement like very successful model, which predicted with 92% of accuracy whether the sample had a breast cancer or not. In the second project, we worked on a model which would help to discover a new drugs using an AI. You know that the traditional methods are very like expensive and time consuming. They can take up to like 10, 15 years to discover a new drug, to test it and stuff. That's why it was very interesting project. We also took like the very big database with almost all like known pairs of compounds and proteins, their like interaction strengths, and then taking the deep learning model with a graph architecture, we were able to build a very like accurate model which predicted the interaction strengths for a new pair of drug and protein. And this kind of type of models even like used, I know that now recently they were integrated into the systems, and they're like widely used in this field to define a new to find and discover new drugs. So also one of the like interesting researchers in this field that recently the answers of chatbots, I mean AI chatbots and real doctors were compared with each other. They took the answers in the medical sphere from the forum, from social media forum, and then they compared the answers of an AI bots and real doctors, and then like 79% of people like kind of preferred the answers of AI bots compared to real doctors. That's impressive, and not only in terms of like quality, but also in terms of empathy. They found the answers of AI agents more like empathic, and that's also like very interesting finding. In the manufacturing, AI is transforming also this field by increasing efficiency, reducing costs, and improving product quality. So one of the major applications of AI in manufacturing is predictive maintenance. So where ML algorithms analyze real-time data from sensors to detect patterns, and then like they predict potential equipment failures before they occur. So this helps manufacturers to schedule maintenance proactively, reduce downtime, and avoid unexpected breakdowns. Also, the last field, the very big field that also like widely using an AI is of course the banking sector. Even like many big banks in our country, in Kazakhstan, are currently like applying this AI tools and stuff. For example, in the front end side, in the applications, they are used for chatbots, for assistants. Then they also used to kind of for biometric systems to identify the customer by voice or by the image, by the face and stuff. And in the backend, it's also used for detecting some malicious activities and also preventing them, and to like decide whether to give a credit for some customers based on his data. This all like systems and stuff can be automated. They can be hugely improved in terms of time and overall like productivity using an AI. So there is a question why it's important now. So the main motivation is unfortunately the fact that an AI currently in its state is already like starting to replace humans. So for example, according to World Economic Forum, by 2027, it might replace 14 million jobs, and it's already like started in big companies like IBM, almost 8,000 people were replaced by an AI. For now, it's like mostly the positions which are not so like complex and stuff. They're mostly like trivial trivial positions and stuff. But you might imagine that with the current pace and the progress, these tools and the models, in the near future, it will for sure like replace and take away many jobs from humans. And that's why it's very important to start at least to learn this field and understand how it works. And even better is to learn how to integrate these AI models and tools into the current systems and stuff. And in the future, it will be for sure like a big in big demand and in the interest of the market to such specialists and such employees. So that's why it's really like a very useful and important knowledge for now to start to learn. So from the one side, it's taking the jobs from humans, but on the other, it's creating new opportunities and also like new jobs for them. So as you know, like every day we have new startups and tools launching in this field, and as already like my colleagues before said, it's attracting like more than $150 billion. In this table, you can see all like startups and tools that raised more than $5 million by the March of 2023. And as you can see, it's also have many like companies and startups which are raising more than $100 million, you know. So we have now a lot of like concentration of resources, money, and interest in this field. That's why it also like requires to have developers, specialists that can integrate all of these new tools and stuff, link them together with the existing systems, apps, and mobile apps and stuff. With all of that, we need more like developers in this particular field. So it's also like starting to happen. The big companies starting to implement and integrate. They're starting to integrate an AI tools in their apps and systems. So, for example, Yelp adding it to a search engine to make this process more like accurate and more, I would say, creative for the customers. And also, like we have a new large language models launching, like a Google Bard. They recently launched their language model for the community. The main difference with a free version of ChatGPT, we have an internet access, so it can like search in live and get the facts that are, that are recent compared to like the free version where we have only the data that is limited until 2021. So what, and again, like one of the mind-blowing new research is the Zebra. Zebra is an algorithm that kind of reads the signals from the brain of the mice, and then it generates the video. So on the left, you can see the video that was shown to a mice, and then using some special sensors and models, they read the brain signals and generated this video on the right side. And according to their results, like 92% of the frames were predicted correctly. As you can see, to train this model, they used like 50 mice, I guess, and they showed the video multiple times to them, read their signals from the brain, and train the model on that. And as you can see, it's already like working very well. And in the future, we can kind of imagine that if this field will progress, we can see launching a new tools that could read and kind of save our dreams as a video, also our memories and stuff. And as in the movies, we could like in the future load a particular like memories from the file and just watch it, So also we have other tools like Code Interpreter, which allows you to, it kind of replaces a data analyst, because here you can just upload the some file with your data, and using just a natural language, you can kind of write prompts and visualize your data, get some insights, and do an analysis, which is really cool because before to do that, you had to learn at least to code like some programming language or use some professional tools like Power BI and stuff. And AutoGPT, also my colleague told you about it before. So it allows you to create an AI agents, like compared to a ChatGPT where you have to always write a prompt by yourself and stuff. Here you just give a main like goal or some objective to an AI agent, and then it generates new like sub tasks for them. I mean, to achieve this goal, and he also can like scrape websites, can browse the internet, can write prompts to ChatGPT by himself automatically multiple times, and then at the end he can generate some file or some report for you at the end. And it's really cool, like to I mean, the main cool fact is that this tool is fully open source. You can deploy it on your site, play with it, change the code, customize it and stuff. And we also have an agent GPT. It's a web version of this tool. You can now like just place this in Google and try it by yourself. It's also like really interesting and great tool. So ChatGPT, BART and stuff, it's also like, I mean, they all very great solutions and stuff, but the main problem was with this services and using like a ChatGPT or BART API is that the data that we pass to the prompts and stuff and the output, they are stored on their side. So there's no like guarantee that this data won't be used for training a new model or like selling to a third party and stuff, because so it means that if you in your company you have some private data, you can't use this services and tools. So that's why here we have the main reason to learn and use like an open source models. Happily we have many, I mean, who's in IT, I think you know that in this, I mean, in programming and in this field, everyone loves an open source. We're trying to contribute, work on this, and we already have multiple models which are like in some tasks they are not. I mean, they are almost as good as like this ChatGPT. I mean, GPT-4 and the PaLM-2 models. So we have a Llama, which is one of the most like popular open source model in this field, and we have also like a recently released Falcon model, which is even like better than Llama, and it's fully open source. You can deploy it on your servers and use it on your site, and hence you will kind of guarantee that the data will be secured and it will be private and stuff, and you will have a full control over your service and maintenance and all of this. There's also like an open source data sets like OSST1 for training such large language models. It contains about like 160 dialogues on more than 35 languages, and using this data set combined with your data, you can like train your own model and make the performance even better. So now I just want to show you some examples that we have here. Just a simple example. I mean, simple project that we are started working on is the adding like a knowledge base to a ChatGPT. You know, the main problem of integrating just ChatGPT into your app, that it's a bit useless, you know, because yeah, ChatGPT, you can like I mean, your customers can talk with ChatGPT and stuff, but they can also do it on their own, I mean, on their own service and site. So there is no point to adding just the ChatGPT to your app. You have to somehow be able to provide some knowledge base about your product, about your website, about your company. So when the user kind of interacts with your AI assistant, it will know the context and it will know the relevant information about your company and about your product. That's why we're working on this field. So here we have BI Group company in our country. It's one of, I mean, number one like construction company in our country, and we just added and created some very simple and small knowledge base about the company and fit it here. So we can start to ask like some questions about just to know. So what's your company? Okay. What is the main goal of your company? Let's ask it. So what's happening here? When you ask a question, when you write a prompt, it will get the context from the knowledge base that you created, and then using this information and combining it with your prompt, it will be sent to a ChatGPT. So it kind of combines the advantages of both worlds, because the old versions of chatbots only had a knowledge base, and when you ask a question which was not in the knowledge base, it couldn't answer on it. But now we have ChatGPT which can answer to pretty much all any question, and that's why combining it with a custom knowledge base is really good idea, and that's what actually can be useful for the company's products and stuff. So the main as you can see, the answer is related to the company that we have. So it also returns the source from which he get the context, which is this txt file where we have about one section of our company. So if you will answer, we also added the FAQ section of the company here in the field, and when someone asked the question about that, and even if the question was kind of rephrased, it was also able to answer to the question, getting the information that was written in this knowledge base. So
also, I
really
want to add something, guys, on these demos. Like the previous demo, it's an actual commercial demo, so it's not just something that we play with. It's an actual real company called BI Group. It's a pretty large construction, within the Central Asia. It's one of the biggest construction organizations. It's $1 billion company, and they have a budget for integrating ChatGPT into their voice and chat assistant at around $100,000. And this is a huge amount for this kind of work, because it doesn't require a lot of work to get this done properly, and they have a pretty large budget, because these companies, they don't know how to price these things, because monetary wise, the solution that they get, it's very very profitable, and it's very efficient for them, but at the same time, it doesn't require a lot of work for an AI integrator to create a solution like this. So this is an actual commercial request that we got, and this is a pilot project that we're building for them, and they're paying for this also.
Yep, right. So the next very simple demo project, I was talking about as an example, I was using the system that could detect the fraud transactions in the backend for the banking systems. And here, using some low-code framework in the Python, we developed this very simple web application, which allows you to, for example, upload some file. And here, let's upload our file with, we have, 1 second. So we have here, oh my God, I lost it. Okay, here. So here we have a data. This is a data set with the transactions, and each transaction is kind of classified as one is a fraud action and 0 is a non-fraud transaction. So as you can see, it's a supervised learning task method where we have a labeled data. So then this data was passed to our already trained model, and this model also predicted its own values for this transaction, so own labels. And as you can see, comparing these two columns, the actual labels and the predicted labels, we have a 99.89% of an accuracy, and such also. This kind of models can be used also for other tasks, not only for frauds and stuff. it can be used for almost anything. Like if you have a labeled data and you have it's in the format of numeric values or even like some other values, you can train the model which will predict this labeled, so one column, or it can like predict, I mean, the classify your data. Or if you don't have labels, we can use other type of like unsupervised learning models to cluster them and to assign some new like class or label to them. And the last, like some simple in this example, I will show you the application of an computer vision, for example, here, using the input from an outside camera. We can just build this very simple project which will help you to find like build a parking system app. So for example, the users will be able to see from the app where you will have an algorithm which will just count how many places are like empty and how many are already parked and stuff, and build some app and stuff on top of this project. So now I'm finishing with my part, and I want to show you and talk about our modules. Can you guys share the modules of our course? So yeah, our course program contains of 7 modules. So in the first one, it's an introductory module where we will start to like to learn and kind of enter the worlds of AI. We will also discuss the different types of machine learning that I already mentioned, like a supervised and unsupervised learning in more detail. Then we will start to enter the world of a Python development. As I said before, the Python language and the people that already know it, I think you will agree that the Python is one of the most like easiest language to learn and to start from, because it has very simple syntax, and it's already a very popular language that can be used not only for an AI and ML. It can also be used for website development, for mobile development, for gaming, for creating some bots and stuff. You can do many things with Python. That's why it's really like a useful knowledge. And the second module will go deeper into Python, into machine learning algorithms. We'll learn different type of them, which are used for different tasks and stuff. And also in this module, we will cover a large language models type of models, which are like a GPT-4, the Palm 2, Llama and stuff. All of this we will learn how such models are trained, how they build it, and how to use them, how to work with them, the ways and methods to kind of fine-tune them and play with them. And the third model, as I said, one of the main concepts in AI in ML field is of course a deep learning and neural network. And that's why we will go through all of the different state-of-the-art algorithms, models, existing frameworks, and methods, how to make such models, how to train them, how to enhance the accuracy of such models, how to prepare your data, and some different techniques where you have like a lack of data, how to artificially kind of increase your data, and stuff, how to train such models. And at the end, you will learn how to deploy the deep learning models into and then deploy it as a service. So next page, please. And in the fourth and fifth model, as I said, they will be dedicated for 2 main tasks in AI and NLP and computer vision. We will also go through all different types of algorithms and models that exist in these fields. We will see how they work. We'll like on practice work with them, train such models for different tasks and stuff, and you will get a comprehensive knowledge about each of these fields. And the last 2 models are like the main features of our course. That's tools and set of knowledge that is not given in the universities or other places. That's the tools that are kind of used in the big companies in enterprise field, which are not like which are outside of the research fields or pet project fields. It's tools that are used in in real like practical environment. So that's why it's really important to learn, for example, to work with different data sources, because it's not always like just a CSV file or some Excel sheet and stuff. You have to deal with like some more complex data types and data sources in the companies. That's why you have to learn and understand how to work with them. Also, not all of the companies and even like, I mean, startups and even big companies have servers, have machines that can run big models and stuff. That's why you have to learn working with cloud computing solutions such as Amazon, Google Cloud, NVIDIA Cloud and stuff. And we'll go through all of that. You'll learn how to deploy your models to the cloud, and we'll learn different methods of of deploying your model. And also one of the very useful tools in the overall like IT field is a Docker, you know, to containerize your projects and to kind of pack the project, the model, all of its dependency in one, and deploy it to some server, to some remote server on the existing server in the company and stuff. You'll learn all of this. You will also learn how to turn your model. Model itself is just a pickle file, you know, it's a binary file, which is useless by itself. That's why you have to learn how to make the service, how to make a real solution from this model. That's why you can, for example, one of the ways is to turn it into a REST API and stuff. So we will go through all of that. And in the last model, we will go through a Kubernetes. We have a DevOps guys in our chat, so I think you will agree that this tool, is very useful and stuff. But in the case of an AI and ML, we will turn these containers and our containerized models and monitor and kind of deploy it using a Kubernetes. You will see how it works, how to manage and add like new resources to your models, how to quickly deploy them, how to manage and how to manage a CI/CD side of things and of your projects and stuff. All that we will cover during this module. So also in the course we will have two projects going on. One will be in the middle of the learning and of our course, and the main one will be at the end. In this project, you will kind of apply all of this tools and knowledge that you gained during the course, and you will apply it on practice on your own project, which we will have a set of themes and set of some example projects, but you can bring your own and you can develop from zero to like ready to use solution with us together. We will build it. We will help you with your like problems and questions and stuff. And yeah, we'll have some great. I hope that we will have some great projects at the end all together. So yeah, one just a disclaimer thing that I wanted to tell, that we won't cover like a web development, mobile development side. You know, to kind of make a real tool, you have to learn it by yourself. We don't have the time and time in this course, like how to build and write very complex tools and systems and web applications and stuff. We won't cover it. We will just cover the side of an ML side, how to make the, and then like using this, turning your model into a service. You will have to have a knowledge or some other like specialist people that will develop the front side, the application side, and will connect it. You'll learn how to, you will know how to connect it, but the app development side is not the main focus of our course. So with that, I want to end my part. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Like you can even turn your mics on, ask a question if you want.
We have a few questions on chat also.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. The main target audience when we created the project was with the audience without the tech background, without the programming background. So don't be afraid to apply if you don't have any like background. We will start from complete scratch. In the Python also, like we'll start from the beginning, step by step. You will learn how to code. You will learn how to apply the Python for ML and AI development. Yeah. So don't worry. Sorry. Multi-day.
Yeah, so when it comes to the course, we'll have it in the next slides, guys. So
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
like, so it's 3 times a week, 1.5 hours and for every lesson. Yeah, we can hop on this side, and there will be time for more questions after. So okay, guys, can we go back for like to the past slide? Yeah. So to summarize this, for the first 3 modules, we'll go through the basics of Python, PyTorch, everything you need to know to really understand how these things work. And then for the next, like from the 4th to the 7th module, we'll learn NLP and computer vision, which is like the 2 biggest parts of AI, and like the AI language models that exist. There, most of the actual useful solutions are within these two spaces. So you're already able to create like really awesome things when it comes to computer vision and NLP. And like when it comes to web development, there's already like a lot of very cool tools and sources where you're able to create like front end of a website or of an application without like by prompting. So text to code pretty much. So there's a few really good solutions out there that we will use to actually build your solution into a demo. And module 6 and 7, we will focus on actually working with data, because when we say that you'll be able to build an AI language model into a commercial project, we actually mean it. So when it comes to data, for example, if you go into an actual organization, they will not have a data in one Excel document or like one Word document. Their data will be scattered like within their CRM systems, within their different platforms, different softwares where they keep their data. They will have data on different servers, and to create an effective, efficient solution that actually works, you have to be able to pull that data and then to train your language model with this data. So that's what we focus on. And that's why you'll be able to build commercial level projects after 6 months of the program. So the program lasts 6 months. We can hop on the next slide now. The program lasts 6 months. It has 80 lessons. It has a lot of practice assignments. So like starting from scratch, we'll start by like little small short functions, and then we'll keep getting more and more complex from there. And by the 3rd to 4th month, we'll do one project that will kind of summarize everything that we went through. And then by the 6th month, you'll be able to build your actual solution. If you have your own idea, that's great. You'll be able to build that, or we'll have a list of awesome ideas that are actually in high demand right now, and you'll be able to build any of those. And the cool part of being an AI integrator is that when you build one solution for one company, this solution applies to a huge amount of companies within the same space. So you're able to copy paste this solution, to copy paste the integration process towards like other industries and other companies. So like we said, the process of integrating an open source ML solution, it's pretty much the same for 90% of all the open source models that exist. You just need to know how it works. You just need to know how to train it for your specific tasks, and you have to know how to deploy this solution into an actual commercial project. So you'll have access to your lessons 24/7. There will be 3 lessons per week. We have a Telegram bot that reminds you of the lesson the day of. a few times and the prior day a few times also. You'll have practice assignments. This skill you're not able to learn by just theory. You cannot just be on the streams. You cannot just join streams and then watch them and then be able to integrate ML models into actual commercial projects. You have to do these things by your hand, and that's what we will really focus on. And after the 6 months, there will be 2 months of practice. So the 2 months will only take to build as many tools as it's possible. So usually it takes anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks to build a solution. So within the 2 months, you'll be able to build 3 to 5 different integrations. So this is something that's necessary, like for you to have a lot of experience. And by the end of this program, we can hop on the next slide. By the end of this program, you'll have a portfolio on your GitHub that will, to any CTO, to any tech lead within different companies, you will look like someone who has done a lot of cool work and someone who has a very interesting skill set for their organization, for their company. So the way we built the program is that so that no one has even a single excuse why they didn't get the skill that we built within this program. So you're able to ask questions about any lesson, about any assignment. You have a chat for, like, you have a voice chat, you have a text chat for you to be able to ask questions directly to a senior ML developer. So anything that you're trying to build, you can get advice from a senior ML developer, and you have access to that for 8 months. There will be a curator for your program, someone who helps you with your homework. So let's say you're doing a specific task and you don't even know that you're doing something wrong. You will be able to get feedback on every single task that you're doing within the course. So submitting and getting feedback on your homework and joint execution of tasks. So everything happens on our closed Discord. And we have like over 250 students there already studying, and this is a very cool, like a social format of learning. So it's not like you're left by your own devices and then you're just studying by yourself. This is actually a social studying model that we implemented. So you're able to hop on a chat, you're able to hop on a voice chat within Discord, and then you're able to do your homework, do your tasks, build your solutions, everything within our platform. And it's actually like pretty thriving there. So yeah, we can hop on the next slide. When it comes to employment, guys, if you have this skill, it's like you don't need a lot of help with getting a position within the company. There's such a high demand right now, and this demand is growing so fast. And the pace at which new specialists, new AI integrators are getting the skill, it's growing at a very slow pace. So there is a window to be filled. So we're looking to actually fill this window. We're connected with a lot of cool startups, a lot of cool organizations. Like right now, we have 12 requests for actual commercial integrations, which we're not able to take all of them because we're focused on actually spreading this skill at this moment. But as soon as we have junior AI integrators within our program, like all of these requests will go towards these people pretty much. And then we're connected with 9 recruiting agencies that will be actively looking for different positions for anyone who studies with us. And then there's also a lot of cool tricks, a lot of cool ways to connect with different organizations to find out that they're looking for someone who knows how to integrate language models. There are cool platforms with actual real opportunities. We'll share those, and then we'll really be looking into those as well. Next, please. So by the end of the program, like we said, you will build your own, you will build a language model into an actual project. And if you're successfully deploying this project, you'll be able to get the certificate from BU. And then it will be backed by Astana Hub. And we're also getting a few more international organizations to back our certificate to make it as legit as possible within the international space. And then there will be a junior to middle program where we will create like very complex things, and you'll have a pretty much a 70% discount on this program because we're actually looking to build a community of AI integrators. And then if you guys are able to create something very cool, we're looking for cool solutions that we can turn, we can pack, we can brand, we can look for investors for this project, and then grow this solution together. So you don't need a lot of marketing for these things, like I said, because it's so viral right now within the social media space. As soon as you create something useful, it will just, it's able to gain hundreds of thousands of users within weeks. And there's actually a few examples of those. I can show them also. Yeah. So yeah, this is for the cost of the program is $3,900 for the 8 months. But right now for the chat here, and because we're international and banking system is so complex at this point, so we're making it as available as possible for everyone. So the cost of the program is $400 to apply, and then for the next 5 months it will be $200 per month. So this is 6 months of learning, and then you'll be able to create one commercial project by the end of the program, and there will be 2 months of supported building with us as well after the program. So we offer a money back guarantee because we know the level of our skill is more than enough to be able to teach anyone from scratch to integrate these solutions. So there is, I think we accept crypto, and then there is also PayPal. Yeah. Like the actual cost of the program is $3,900 because this is a very high level skill. And yeah, we just couldn't find a really good international way to be able to make it accessible for everyone, because we know that's like $3,900. It's a pretty large check size. So that's why. Yeah, like I said, we offer a 30-day money back guarantee. You can try with us for 1 month. If you're not able to get the skill, which we're very certain, like we have less than 7% of churn. So like 93% of our students who join us, they actually stay with us, which speaks volumes to the quality and how much we try to deliver on our end. The course is starting in 2 weeks, guys. So like within 2 weeks, and we have like, I think 7 spots. So because we offer like a full support for you to be able to ask questions, to get assistance, there's only 40 spots. We cannot, like, unfortunately, we cannot have a huge amount of people learning with us for now, because we chose like a very hands-on approach to when it comes to studying, when it comes to acquiring this skill, and we're looking for like what's the shortest amount of time to actually get a commercial level of the skill. So that's the sweet spot that we're looking for. The course is starting. Can you please show the slide with 3 years university? Yes, sure. We can.
Can I tell it? Just this slide about the comparison between education, university, college education, and course like ours, because I think you have the same thing. Like the college have many like the things that we don't need actually, but here we like collected everything that needed to be the commercial AI integrator. So we like spend for each year, I guess you have like $5,000-6,000 per year, and it's like for 3 years. And then you have like master's degree, and it can cost much more. And then you go like to the job. You go to the job where you earn at least like maybe $4,000 or $5,000. Here, it's like for 6-7 months, we offer you the course. Like will be that there is now. That's now it's like very perspective and it's the future. Actually, it's the future. And average salary like $1,000 like per year. So that's the difference.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities that exist within this space. When you're like, when you get a lot of requests for like separate projects, so not just like a job opportunity for everyone, but then also like you're able to build things separately with like different organizations. And we actually have a lot of requests. We're just not able to take them all. So like almost every workshop that we do, we usually have someone who's like, hey, so we're this company and we're looking to like, last week we had someone who wanted to integrate ChatGPT into their smart home system. Before then, we had someone who wanted to create a travel chat on Telegram. So you're able to feed it your blood samples. So like the results of your blood samples, and then from the results, it's able to tell you where you should travel and where you should go for your specific health needs. So there's a really like a lot of really cool solutions that are being built. Everyone wants to build something. Like a lot of people actually have funds to build these things, but they're just looking for people who have this skill to be able to turn it into reality. So yeah. And also I can show you one more thing that we've actually built. So if I grab the screen share right now. So this is like more of a mainstream cool solution that we've built. So I think we had people from Spain here, right? So I can show them the Spanish version. So this is a Web3 social media platform that we're curating. Like we're building, like our developers are building this project. It's called Nimble.tv. This is the future of social media pretty much. And there's a few integrations that are already done within this platform. So smart search via GPT API. So because ChatGPT understands everything that happens within a video, the context, the visuals, the point of view of the creator talking on the video, you're able to search not just by the name of the video, but you're able to search by just explaining what happens on the video, or you're able to search like complex things like what's the last video I watched about specific topic, for example. So it's able to hop on the history of your views and then pull up the video that you're looking for. So this is a smart search on steroids, pretty much. And then there's also a tool for summarizing videos. So you're able to pull up ChatGPT while watching, let's say, like a two-hour video, and then you're able to summarize and see the short summary of the video, and then you're able to find, like, there's going to be a chat module here that we're looking to add right now, and then you're going to be able to ask questions about this video. So what's the exact minute that this specific topic is being discussed, and then you'll have a button that will jump you towards the specific moment in the video. So that's very cool. You're also able to get like similar links and resources of each video, and probably like one of the best solutions that we've built. And surprisingly, this took us like less than 2 weeks, guys. Like, this is a very cool solution, that a language model that's able to translate any video into 50 different languages, like the audio into 50 different languages. And right now it's going to be changing the voice, my voice when I'm translating, but the updated version will be able to keep my own voice and translate my voice into different languages. So I can speak with my voice in Chinese, for example. Okay, so this is a test video. We're testing an AI language model that's able to translate the video into 70 different languages.
Bien, este es un vídeo de prueba. Estamos probando un modelo de lenguaje de IA que puede traducir un vídeo a 70 idiomas diferentes. Así que aquí abajo, por el bien del prototipo, tendrá 5 idiomas entre los que poder.
So this language model is actually able to replace words, even sentences to make sure that that's correctly translated, so it works really well. And we're going to be able to improve everything when it comes to intonations and everything when it comes to actually keeping the creator's voice. So and this solution, we're going to package it separately, and then we'll have like a paid software where you're able to upload your video and then get a video in 70 different languages within like a few clicks. So that's a cool solution for anyone who is able to create and who wants to have a global outreach. This is a very cool solution. And like I said, guys, an AI integrator is able to create something like this within a few weeks. You can just copy this thing and then like package it and sell it even, like, you know, so many opportunities if you have the skill. So yeah, it's one of the other things that we've built. And this is what we're going to be looking into, like all of these cases that we're building within the course. You'll be able to see the insights of everything. You'll be able to see how we did this. So like, for example, one of the things, when you're integrating ChatGPT, you're not able to connect it to like completely to your own database. So every time you ask a question, you have to pre-prompt this question by giving access to a certain amount of data. So you have to, let's say like we have the library of videos on our platform, and then every time we do a prompt, a question here, on the backend, the pre-prompting side, it feeds all of the data within a live format. So it's pretty much a disadvantage of GPT, and we're looking to build another solution, but you're able to actually utilize your own data if you know the right ways to do it. And this is what we'll be really looking and diving into within our course. So yeah, guys, we start within a few weeks. There is a closed chat. Yeah, you can see within the chat, we shared the link. This is a closed WhatsApp chat. We'll send the presentation PDFs, we'll send the recordings. If you're interested to join, if you're looking to get more information to see what the class is like, I can pull up Discord also and show you guys our closed Discord. So can you see our Discord right now? So you have your voice channels here. You have places for questions. You have every lesson here. You'll have lessons here, the PDFs of lessons. I think I joined from the wrong account. Yeah, so just hop on this chat, on WhatsApp chat, and we'll share all of the additional info. And for anyone who's interested, who wants to find out more, we'll share a lot of cool information there. And then all of the links that we looked into, we'll have them also there. We'll share them also there. Yeah, so you have your lessons. You'll have your lessons. You'll have your, yeah, you see all of the lessons are here. There's places for you to ask questions. There's a voice channel for you. So like when it comes to getting the skill, we're gonna make sure that you'll have every tool that's out there. We'll also use like things like Codepilot. We'll teach you guys how to properly use like AI solutions that help you code. You're gonna, like, if you don't know how to code, you cannot code with AI solutions. Like, and it's not going to be available anytime soon, because even like prompt engineering, someone talked about prompt engineering in the chat. To be able to properly prompt, you have to really understand what you're talking about, because you have to know what you're prompting about. If you have expertise, you're going to see if, for example, ChatGPT is making some mistakes, and then you need to guide it and steer it the right way. Or like be able to ask specific correct questions to get perfect answers. Like you cannot just hack and like prompt really well without actually having the skill. So, and for like anytime soon, it's not going to be available. You're not going to be just able to like tell it to create something super complex, and then without knowing all the details, it's going to give you a result. But if you have the skill, this is going to be like these tools like Codepilot will be a very good addition to your processes, because it's going to simplify your life pretty much. But when these solutions give you like wrong answers or take you the wrong way, you're able to actually see that it's doing that you need to improve the results pretty much. So yeah, guys, like I said, within this closed chat, we'll have all the recordings, everything. So if you're interested, just hop on this chat and I'm going to be there. Muhammadjan is going to be there. Like our whole team is there. So if you have any more questions, it's an open chat. We can talk there. Or if you have any more questions right now, you can open chat, or you can use the mic even. A few cool solutions.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
My name is Dr. and I'd like to ask, basically, do you build AI? Now, I might not be that good when it comes to coding. Is this going to be coding-based program? Is this going to be coding-based study?
Yeah, it's
then-
coding based, but we're gonna learn the amount of coding that's required here. It's not a lot because the language model does all the heavy lifting for you, and you just need to be able to train this language model and to deploy it to a commercial project. So that's what we focus on. So you're gonna understand how these things works, how to train them, and how to push them into an actual project.
Okay. And then in a way where I do have an idea, but I really don't think I'm able to do that. Is it possible you assist? Is it possible I discuss such idea with you, Han?
Mhm. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can hop on this chat. And like I said, guys, like every workshop, we have someone who like wants to like get the solution right now and is looking to integrate the solution. So yeah, if you're interested, we're like collecting requests right now. And like very soon we'll have like, right now we have 4 ML developers on our team. And then we're adding like few more positions right now. So we'll be able to take these projects.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, your course is basically online, right?
The program is completely online. It happens on our Discord, but it's not like 99% of learning programs that are out there where you just get like a library of videos and then you're left to your own devices. This is a very social method of learning. So any question along the way, any idea that you have, anything that you're looking to build, you're able to get advice from a senior ML developer and then a curator who is in a middle ML developer.
Okay, no problem. So is this course like, do you have a time schedule? Is it that is it going to be a one-on-one based section, or there's a time frame for registration?
No, you don't have limits. Like we're actually looking to spread the skill. So the more you ask, the more questions you have, the better, because that means that you're actually like visiting all the lessons that you're actually building, and you're actually looking to get the skill. So like the more questions you have, the better. And like we have a rule within our programs that there is no like dumb, silly questions. So like any question goes, any question is good. So as long as it's like regarding the technology and regarding like language models, we're actually looking forward to those. And that's why we're limiting the amount of people that we can work with only to 40 people. And we already have 30 spaces filled. So like there's 10 more spots, guys. If you're interested, just hop on this chat and then we can. What's the schedule? So 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then with almost every single lesson, you'll have practical assignments. So the total amount of time that this course takes is around up to 10 hours if you have like zero background. So up to 10 hours per week. So anyone who has work, who is studying, anyone is able to integrate this course into their lives. Because that's we know that everyone has a life, and we're looking to integrate. If you'd like to join, just like hop on this WhatsApp link, and then we'll provide you with all the resources. And yeah, like I said, guys, like if you look at our screen, like this project, Nimble, like we built it ourselves. We have a really strong team of designers. So we have a really cool mobile app also is being built. So if you have an idea, if you build something that's really cool, we're gonna help you to package it, because we're able to create beautiful websites. We can brand everything. We can turn it into a paid solution. We can attract investors into a project. And if it's a really cool solution, the amount of time that it takes from zero to actual cash flow, it's very short. So that's why we're actually looking to spread the skill and have these solutions built from BU. So yeah, guys, if there's no more questions, I guess all the questions that are left, you can ask within the chat, and we'll send all the additional information there. And our senior ML developer is there if you have questions. It's not every day that you have access to a senior ML developer on live, especially right now within this time while all these guys have like 5 to 10 projects going around. Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, guys. I think this was very productive. At least now you know that there is an opportunity out there that anyone can get this skill. And the winners, I think the winners in technology are the skilled people. Like there's a lot of speculants that are able to like profit from this, but the best way to actually win in this space is to actually have skills. So there's no way to take away your skills. That's what we focus on.
Hi, sorry, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
I'm so sorry for the noise. 1 second. So my question is, you said you already have 250 people taking the course.
Yeah.
Okay, is it, did you just start this teaching this integration, or? Has it been
So
there?
for the AI integrator program, we started like actually 3 months ago. But before that, we have 140 of the students. They're learning blockchain development with our senior blockchain developer, and then we have like around 50 students learning metaverse development on Unreal Engine, and we have already like 40 students learning being an AI integrator, and then we're filling up the other 40 right now. So this is the second batch of students that we're creating, and we're like, I think we're the only program out there that teaches being an AI integrator without like the whole story of becoming an ML developer, which takes like a year and a half at least.
And sorry, just to confirm, you said you don't have to, I mean, you don't have to have a background in AI or
Yeah, you don't have to have any,
coding.
like, as long as you're like good with computers, you're an active internet user, like you're good. Like you can learn these things. It's not rocket science. It's not very difficult. Especially being an integrator, it's like a light entrance into the space of IT. But at the same time, you're able to create something that's in a very high demand.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Yeah, all right then, guys. If no more questions, we're gonna. What's the cost of the course? The cost of the course is to apply $400 within the first month, and then $200 per month for the next 5 months, pretty much. So yeah, we made it as accessible as it's possible. But then you have to also realize that we have like a team of ML developers supporting this whole course. That's why, yeah. So we're trying to find the middle ground between being accessible and actually being able to pay our developers, because having a team of full-time ML developers, it's not a very cheap task. So yeah, guys. Yeah, sure. If we're gonna be in this chat, and if you want to enroll, guys, just join the link, and then you can type plus sign, just like a plus like this, and then our guys will be able to reach you out and then support you through, assist you to the application process. It's pretty fast, but yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, thanks so much. Thanks so much. I think it was a very productive evening all around the world. We had a very good time, and we'll talk to you on our chat, and we'll see you on the other side. And if you'd like to join our course, welcome, guys. We'll make sure that in the next 6 months, you will be a commercial AI integrator. We're able to guarantee this. Yeah, so as long as you do just like studying on your end, visiting lessons, there's nothing that can stop you from getting this skill, like even if you're starting from scratch.
Okay, thank you guys. Goodbye.
Thanks, guys.